We welcome you to Williamstown High School for CAS 45's coverage of high school basketball presented by One Community Federal Credit Union. This is going to be a barn burner this evening, folks. It's an old school LKC matchup as Ravenswood comes in to battle Williamstown High School. My name is Mike Cameron. Great to be with you. Joining me is the coach, Coach V himself, Marty Beerheller. And Coach, again, just wonderful to work with you once again.
Michael, it's always a pleasure. No, I mean that sincerely.
And we're going to get a chance to watch a pretty dang good basketball game tonight. Again, old school LKC basketball. And two teams right now playing some pretty good basketball. It's just, they know each other so well. They've already had one matchup up to this point as well. And Williamstown got the better of them. But I'm still looking forward to a good game tonight. So Ravenswood comes in with a 10-3 record. They just come off of a game against St. Mary's where they defeated St. Mary's. Evan Swain had 17 points. And Ravenswood, a 4-game winning streak right now, so they're playing some pretty good basketball. Buffalo, Tyler Consolidated, Worth County, all pretty much taken care of by this Ravenswood team. And they've got the classic build of a basketball game, Marty. They've got big size in the middle, and they've got dynamic shooters on the outside. It's pretty cool to be able to traipse in a nice 6'8" kid who not only has size, but he can move pretty well in Evan Swain.
No doubt, and not to mention they're led by one of the best coaches ever in West Virginia.
The ageless one.
Yes, he is. He has a lot more dark hair than I do anymore, that's for sure, and a lot more of it. And, of course, Williamstown, here's a team that's ranked number 1 in Class AA. And, by the way, Ravenswood is ranked number 7
yes,
right
not
now.
Too far down the list.
No, they're not. Both teams extremely well coached. They're going to be well prepared. Unfortunately for Ravenswood, I had a chance to catch up with Coach Price a few moments ago, and they're a little short-handed tonight, Michael. They're down 2 players. Noah Dawson, Carson Varney are both unavailable tonight, and you hate to see that. You don't want anybody to get hurt. Especially coming in here, you're playing at Williamstown, and Williamstown is loaded, so they certainly have their work cut out for them, but if anybody can coach them up, Mick can.
Yeah, 756 wins, 45 years of coaching. Mick Price, there's not much more that you could write about the man. Everything's pretty much been written, and yet he still goes out there and he gets those kids prepared on a yearly basis. They come out and they play some good basketball. Speaking of this Williamstown team that you said was loaded, not only are they loaded, they've been loaded for a long time, and it's the same players. These kids came in as freshmen and sophomore, the Shrams, the Isleys. What kind of embarrassment of riches is it to have a team that's been together intact for almost 3.5 years? Well,
that's what great programs do, right? But even at that, I don't care how well you coach them. Basketball tends to, and other sports too, tends to be cyclical. You'll run through a set of athletes, and then maybe you won't be as good. Shoot, it seems like Williamstown never drops off.
Always seems to be some good stuff in that well from year to year to year. Next year for Scott Sorrow might be a little bit of a struggle, but as you said, though, Williamstown in football and basketball, they just seem to have built quite the program over the years. They know how to fill those holes whenever they open up.
Yes, they do, and it's not just experience. These guys can all play, and they're starting 5 seniors. When we say loaded, we mean in multiple ways. This is going to be a good one.
11-3 on the season, number 1 rank in Class AA. This is going to be a good game tonight, folks, and we're happy to be able to bring it to you right here on CS 45. We're going to go ahead and stick around here. We'll enjoy the national anthem, have player introductions. We're going to be ready for some LKC basketball in just a minute or two. Let's just give it to the public address announcer for the rest of the introductions.
I'd like to remind all individuals that the West Virginia State Board of Education prohibits the use of any kind of tobacco products on school property. Your cooperation is expected and appreciated. Any spectator not displaying appropriate conduct will be asked to leave the game. Now please rise to honor America with the playing of our national anthem.
ready to have the Ravenswood team introduced right now. Done a few games here, Coach Marty. I've never done one with you, though. I've always watched you from the bench area. So it's much nicer to have your knowledge right here.
I appreciate that.
Number 32, Evan Swain.
6'8" senior, Evan Swain.
Number 2, Colin Layton.
Senior 5'10", playing the guard position tonight for the Red Devils.
Number 1, Kellen Lucas.
Kellen Lucas, a senior 5'11" guard.
Number 33, Jacob Francis.
6'3" senior there from he's a
Number
forward,
5,
Jacob
Owen
Francis.
Curtis.
And rounding
The
out,
Devils are coached by head
the
coach
starting
Curtis,
5 will be Owen Curtis,
Canterbury,
5'9"
and
sophomore.
Andy Wise.
I believe he's the only non-senior starting tonight for either team.
We got production value here.
Yeah, we do.
Now, let's meet the starting lineup for your Yellowjackets. Senior number 2, Parker Schramm.
Remember when Parker's dad played for Williamstown.
Good genes, Mike.
Senior number 4, Lincoln Joy.
Another senior power forward there, Lakin Joy.
Senior number 12, Jaden Bryant. Senior number 24, Bruce Isley. And senior number 44, Carson Hill. That's your starting lineup. Now let's play ball.
All right, so it's going to be Schramm, Joy, Bryant, Isley, and Hill. For the Yellowjackets, it will be Lucas, Curtis, Swain, Francis, and Layton on the floor for the Red Devils.
Keep in mind, Mike, Ravenswood is down their leading scorer.
Noah Dawson. No, yes. 6'1" senior. Is that sickness? Is that injury?
Injury.
All right. Williamstown controls the tip, and they're going to go completely with the three-point shot to begin with. Missed by Bryant. Swain gets the rebound. Red Devils come back the other way. Curtis with the basketball and stripped by Schramm. It's 2-on-1. Bryant runs the floor nicely. First point for the Red Devils. Quick timeout called by Coach Price. Oh, no. They stopped the game so they could give recognition to Jaden Bryant. 1,000 points in his career, and that's why they were working the ball to him pretty quickly.
Let's get that one out of the way.
Get it done.
Right.
Let's get it. Completely just get it done so we can get to the business of basketball. Probably got it off his mind as well.
Exactly. Congratulations to him. Always a big accomplishment.
It's a lot of points.
Yes, it is, and it's also always about the teammates, isn't it?
And Williamstown will press right off the bat. Layton with the basketball. He faces a double team, picks up the basketball, gets it over to Swain. Not afraid to put it on the floor. He drives, he dishes. That'll be Lucas for three, and it's good. Red Devils enjoy a 1-point lead.
Nice job beating that pressure, and I know Williamstown really wants to get right up on you, force you out, take you out of your comfort zone. Nice job by Ravenswood.
Bryant gets to Joy, back to Bryant. Schramm swings it back around. That's Isley on the right wing. He drives. Now he goes over to Hill. Hill goes cross court to Joy. Bryant for three. Good look at it. It was a couple steps behind the line. No good. Swain with his second rebound, and he brings it up. Very athletic player. Mid-range jumper there for Swain. Missed it all, though. Isley with the rebound. Bounce pass over to Bryant, and as he drives the lane, he will be fouled. First foul on Swain, so going to the line will be Jaden Bryant, excuse me. First points is good.
As
so
always,
now he has 1,001 points. Go ahead.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, 1,001 and running.
We're going to count for the rest of the game.
As always, tempo is going to be a huge factor here, Mike. I think Williamstown wants a high-scoring game. Ravenswood, I don't think quite as much. I think they'd be more comfortable with something, you know, I don't think they want a track meet 70s and 80s.
They do break that pressure. Tough pass in the corner. I think that was Leighton there with the shot, no good. Swain with the rebound, and he makes an athletic move in. Almost got it knocked out of his hands, powered it up. Gets the shot to fall, 5-4. Isley, crossover dribble, swing it out to Joy. Then we take it all the way around to Schramm. Zone defense, they collapse on Schramm. He drives high off the glass, and good. Again, Schramm, he's an incredible basketball player. He's an incredible three-point shooter, but he's very dynamic. He can slash in the lane very well. Again, pressure, Coach Vierheller, and they didn't do near as good of a job breaking it that time. They did get the fortunate bounce there where it goes off of Bryant's hands and out of bounds, but no easy path across that midcourt stripe.
Not at all. They're trying to put Evan Swain in the middle as a pressure release against that full court diamond. And Williamstown's dropping back into man-to-man in the half court.
Swain get the inbound. Now he'll hand it over to Brooks Wolf, wearing number 3 tonight. Swain gets the basketball. Now they'll give it over to Lucas. And they just keep moving backwards and backwards between the circles. Now he'll go left side to Wolf. And Schramm just picked his pocket clean, and the dunk on the other side.
In the vernacular, you call that a high percentage shot.
I like the way you talk. That's going to go straight to us.
Everybody's in one piece over here still.
Put me in, coach. Brian, I saved the monitor just for the record. I saved the monitor. Isley with the basketball into the game for the first time. Wyatt Powell, he'll get the pass in the lane, but he'll miss that one. Picked up by the Red Devils, coming back the other way. Leighton to Wolf, covered by Powell. Now they'll bring Swain out once again. Good, just smart, athletic defense there by the Yellowjackets. Swain puts it on the floor, tries to power in, puts the shoulder down. Bounce pass, it almost got away. They're able to get it over to Lucas, who misses the 3. And the loose ball picked up by Swain. Ball fake, three-pointer. Leighton, that one was good. It just looks like survival out there right now for Ravenswood. And
right, and
it's working for them.
Yeah, and I think they're fine with that tempo. Good, deliberate tempo.
Dish to Isley, three-pointer, hits the back of the rim, tracked down by the Red Devils. Swain playing a little bit of like a point forward at the moment.
Right, love that pressure release. Now he tries to slide down into the post, get himself involved in the half-court offense.
Hiding in the corner was Lucas. They found him, and he gets that shot to fall. 3-point lead for the Red Devils. Isley surveys the defense, throws left side to Powell, gets it back to Isley, swinging around to Schramm on the other side. Inside to Powell. Ball fake as Swain was out of the lane, so it kind of opened up a little bit. They were able to get that one to work inside there, Marty.
Well done. Speaking about being deliberate, good execution in the half court.
Still a 1-point lead for the Red Devils. Layton brings it up. Almost got his pocket picked again. Swing it over to Wolf. Back out to Layton as they work in the half court now. 2:32 remaining in this first quarter. Ravenswood with a 1-point lead. Francis with the basketball inside to Swain. And that was just a case that Swain was just a little bit taller than everybody else. Get that shot to fall. Schramm deep three and good. Tied up. Timeout on the floor, and I believe it was called by Coach Sorrow, and we'll just go ahead and keep it here. 30-second timeout.
30-second timeout, Williamstown.
Join us tomorrow. We will have a special wrestling event. Brian in the control truck was trying to tell me about what's going on tomorrow. It's just going to be wild and woolly at the PHS gym. They're going to have girls, boys, middle school, youth teams. It's a very large wrestling event with all sorts of things going on, and we will have it on the air tomorrow night starting at 7 p.m. right here on CAS 45. 5:30, will be the actual starting time. Check it out right here on CAS 45. We'll have another crosstown showdown on Thursday too, Coach Vierheller. I don't know if you're going to be able to join me for that one. Macho Bob's going to be joining me that day. All right, well, it's going to be a great time. Crosstown Showdown South at PHS Thursday nights. Always a fun time when those teams lock horns.
Yes, it is.
Tied up at 13 here at Williamstown High School.
Now this is just straight man-to-man, in-your-face, full court.
And they used about 9 of that 10 seconds there. Got it across, Ravenswood did. They set back up now. Lucas swinging over to Layton. Yeah, not having Dawson on the floor in his 15.2 points per game. That's going to be a big loss for them tonight.
And that ball handling leadership for sure.
Nice baseline drive. Misses the shot. That was high percentage. Luckily, he got his own rebound. 1:30 left. Between the circles, that is Layton with the basketball. Just kind of just being as patient as could be. Marty trying to find that crack in the armor. Lucas with the basketball uses Swain as a bit of a disguise there, but nowhere to go. Good defense by the Yellowjackets. They've wasted 30 seconds. Knocked away by Powell. Does he keep it in play? He does. And it's a race to the rack. And he gets a shot to fall. That'll put Williamstown in the lead by 2. And they will press once again. Took every bit that he could do to get it across midcourt.
Now, even though Williamstown is in man-to-man, they're looking to double, force the ball out of the ball handler's hands.
Wolf with the three, and no good. Schramm with the rebound.
And force you to make passes that you don't necessarily want to make.
Cruz drives, now decides to change to a pass, and it got knocked away by Swain. Loose ball picked up by Lucas. Moving quickly the other way, Layton. Williamstown so quick, though. They get back, and they reform defense.
5 seconds.
5 seconds still to go. Shot up in the air by Layton, no good. And that's how this first quarter will end. Very athletic, very entertaining, and just a 2-point differential. Williamstown leads Ravenswood 15-13. Let's take a break. You're watching high school basketball presented by One Community Federal Credit Union on CES 45.
Savings accounts, checking accounts, loans, and certificates of deposit. Managing your money responsibly is a journey. Make One Community Federal Credit Union your destination for financial freedom. This is where you'll find generous savings rates, competitive interest rates, and the tech tools you need to track your progress along the way. One Community is managed by people who live and work in the Mid-Ohio Valley. One Community Federal Credit Union, Parkersburg, and now in Vienna.
This Valentine's Day, celebrate her, or treat him to only the best. Life's most cherished moments, warm and wonderful. Because Valentine's Day doesn't have to be hard. Give the gift they'll really love, any day. Give a dozen, a JR's Donut Castle dozen.
JR's Donut Castle, a taste fit for a king.
Welcome back to Williamstown High School. Yellowjackets with the lead, 15-13 over Ravenswood. Mike Cameron, Marty Beerhelder. You know, Marty, these guys over here at Williamstown got to be riding high after that big win over Wheeling Central on Saturday. Last second shot to give them the victory.
Right. Number one team had a big lead, double-digit lead, and that was just a gut check for Williamstown to come back and get the W. That was a massive contest.
Parker Schramm scored a 27 in that game, and he scored the final two to secure the victory as well. Ravenswood still trying to find a way to get through this defense. They're going to go with the perimeter shot. No good. Swain, though, fighting for the rebound. And they're going to get, all right, they're going to get Tyler Kaiser with that foul. That's a tough call, Marty, because it could have very easily been over the back.
Right. I think the Williamstown faithful was looking for the over-the-back call against Swain.
Inbound to Francis, knocked away though. It's Schramm one-on-one, and he'll swoop in for the deuce. 17-13. And again, immediate press. And Coach Price says, nope, we're going to call a timeout. Talk that one over again. 30-second timeout again. We'll go ahead and keep it here. So I looked at WVSSAC, and I think they, most of the high schools populate that information, but it said there that Coach Price has been coaching now for 45 years at Ravenswood High School, 756 and 368. That's his record.
It's just remarkable. Again, one of the most successful coaches ever in West Virginia, and countless trips to the state tournament, including 2 state titles.
2006, 2009, he secured the state title. His team did those years. So yes, quite the pedigree. Mid-range jumper there by Lucas. It'll roll home for 2, 17-15. Schramm looks inside.
Nice
to
look.
Joy. Swinging back out and back to Schramm. Hill in the corner. Nowhere to go with that, so back out to Schramm.
Boy, nice job by Ravenswood's defense. Looked like Williamstown had a couple of excellent looks, and they gave them up, and Ravenswood was able to find the open shooter as Williamstown continued to look for not a good shot, but a great shot, and ended up going to the line.
Joy, one of the strongest guys on the floor, no doubt. He went strong up for that shot. Couldn't get it to fall, but he'll get 1 of 2 from those free throws. And immediately back into the pressure defense. Williamstown trying to cover all of the areas there, and even though Ravenswood's breaking it, it takes time each time to do so. Drive by Lucas. Knocked away. Loose ball picked up once again. Schramm picks up the loose basketball. And I think they're going to say Bryant stepped on the sideline as he set to make his move towards the basket. It's amazing. These guys are just ball hawks, knocking the ball away. And once the ball is once the ball is moved, there's 3 guys running down the court waiting for some sort of a play. These guys just know each other's moves so well.
That's right. Relentless effort on defense.
Over the top to Swain. Out to Francis. It's one-on-one. Now he'll wait for other folks to join him. Leighton for 3. No good. Deep rebound for Isley. Isley with a high dribble, a little swoop there. And it goes in for 2, and the lead now at 5.
Nice finish by Cruz. A little Euro step action there. Back to the diamond for Williamstown. Immediate trap of the inbound pass. There's your pressure release.
And again, knocked away from behind. This time it was Hill. You just cannot, you got to have a head on a swivel the whole time.
That's right.
Isley, Kaiser, back to Isley. Isley looks left, now he keeps the dribble. Looks inside to Joy. Back to Isley, nice spin move in the paint. And good.
So quick.
Coach Price, once again, has seen enough. 5:23 left.
And far be it from me to have the audacity to tell Coach Price, nice move, but that's an excellent timeout. You know, you're down 7, and I was always conservative with my timeouts.
Right.
Most coaches, you know, you can't buy them, but you also can't take them home with you.
Yep.
And, you know, you don't want this to slip away early. That was a good move. If you need them, use them till you're out of them.
And that's the thing, and there were just moments when you can see that it's starting to build, it's starting to click, it's starting to connect, and right now Williamstown, every one of those, you know, there's been almost 4 possessions now. The Ravenswood not even got to the basket. They've been halfway, and the ball's been knocked away by the Williamstown defense. They're turning those turnovers into points. So, yeah, I mean, it all kind of slides together, and Coach Price is like, we got to cut into that momentum however we can. So
Exactly.
I agree with you. That was the right move.
And again, Evan Swain for Ravenswood, you know, so athletic, excellent size, but he's being used rightfully so. Right there is that pressure release again. But Williamstown is so quick; they're doing such a nice job of taking him out of the half-court offense. Williamstown doesn't want to get Swain to get involved.
Leighton on the baseline, back out to Swain, who comes out from underneath. Now he'll drive. Nice little move,
and that's
off
why.
The glass and good.
Yeah, nice finish.
Schramm back quickly. Inside to Joy. Swain was late getting there that time. Joy makes him pay, 24-17. And a little bit too much on that pass. Isley makes the steal. Got knocked away by Francis. It will stay with the Yellowjackets, though. It's got to feel like there's like 8 or 9 white shirts on the floor. I know they've only got the 5, but it's got to feel like there's more people out there.
That's how it feels.
It's almost like they're swarming, like Yellowjackets, right?
That's clever.
I didn't come up with it. Brian came up with it in the booth.
Give credit where credit is due. They do swarm to the ball.
Wolf will get the inbound. Quickly converged on by Powell. One-on-one, they'll swing it over to Lucas. Drive to the baseline. Now he'll bring it back.
You know, forever the terminology was, you know, get on him, and recently the terminology has turned to get up into somebody, and that's the way Williamstown plays.
Yeah, you have no room to maneuver. Back over to Leighton.
And it's frustrating for the offense, but they are doing exactly what Coach Price wants them to do. Don't panic. Take your time.
Swain found Wolf over in the corner, short on that 3. Isley brings it back. Under 4 minutes. Isley underneath the Joy. Joy was not completely ready for that. Wolf makes the steal. One thing that I've noticed in a lot of basketball that we've watched, of course, the the trap works well off the made shot. Williamstown doesn't seem to have a problem setting up for the trap, even if they've missed.
That's an excellent point. Exactly right. That was 3/4 court on a miss. That's not easy to do.
And they're immediately back to the trap. Layton picks up the basketball, spinning on the pivot, knocked away by Isley. Swain tracks down the basketball. He'll take it all the way to the lane, up with the block, and shot made. Schramm tried to get a little bit of theatrics in there.
Yeah, that was a good no call.
Referees let it go. 24-19.
Good
Powell
cut.
inside to Isley. Oh, he can't get the shot to fall. Powell saves, though. And Schramm, knowing that he was crossing the midcourt stripe, had to flip it over his head. When the craziness finally comes back to sanity, Bryant gets the 2. There was at least 3 different saves on that possession.
Just excellent effort from both teams.
A couple of teams that, even though this is high school basketball, you could see the basketball IQ just flourish on the floor right now. Off the missed shot, Schramm found Isley short on his layup attempt, but he got his own rebound, and he's shaking his head like, why did I have to do that in 2 shots? Back to the pressure defense. Wolf trying to find a crack in the wall. They get it over to Lucas. He crosses midcourt, takes it to the baseline. Tiptoes that baseline. Swinging out to Layton. He'll drive. Nowhere to go with it. Well, he'll force up a shot, which will not fall. Schramm yet again with a rebound. And moving quickly. Quick as a hiccup. 2 points. As Schramm found Powell. Hit him with a pinpoint pass. Layup good. Lead now at 11. Out of nowhere, by the way.
Exactly right. When I talked to Coach Sorrow before the game, he talked about his pressure and mixing things up. And one thing to remember is that it's not always quote-unquote fancy. You're not going to turn anybody over every time. You're just not. And you're certainly not going to turn over a Ravenswood team that has talent and excellent coaching. But it wears on you. Possession after possession where you feel like, man, we have to work that hard just to get across half court. And I give Ravenswood a lot of credit. They're dealing with it, but you still have to score in a half court. They're just all over you.
Yeah, there's been too many possessions that Ravenswood have had that have led to nothing. Not even a missed shot. I mean, they're having problems even just getting it into a scoring type situation right now because of this defense. Yeah, and over the span of a 32-minute game, that's got, just as you said, that has got to wear on you.
Yes, sir.
Swain did a good job of crossing midcourt, tried to feed the pass inside with the backdoor cut, no good. Bryant makes the steal, and up and under, it's good. 32-19. Layton will cross midcourt. Working for something, uses a Swain screen, and he'll finally get that shot to fall. It seems like an eternity since Ravenswood was able to get a deuce to fall there. Hill fakes the pass one way out to Bryant, top of the arc, under a minute, 32-21. Off the glass, no good for Hill, but another rebound. This time it's Kaiser. He can't get the shot to fall, but he'll get Swain for the foul. That's not on, that's on number 3, that's on Wolf. To the line is Tyler Kaiser, misses the first. Got some substitutions. Ray Carroll comes into the game for the Red Devils, and I did not see the other one. We'll catch that here in a second.
Is that Davis, Cedric Davis?
Cedric Davis did come in for Williamstown, yes. Missed both free throws. Lucas crosses midcourt. Layton to the elbow, picks up the dribble. Got to find somebody to get to. That was Owen Curtis that came into the game. He has the basketball for the Red Devils. Picks it up. Loose ball knocked away by Kaiser. Powell picks it up, and the break is on. He can't get his shot to fall. Hill was there for the putback, but I think there's going to be a foul in between.
Number 2, Layton, his first.
That'll be Layton with the foul, and that will be Wyatt Powell, Jr., going to the line for the Yellowjackets. 19.1 seconds left. Powell hits the first.
In the game for Ravenswood, number 3 and number 32, Swain and Wolf.
No good on the second one. Francis gets the rebound. Ravenswood trying to get something on the board before halftime. Lucas with the basketball. 8 seconds. He goes left side to Wolf. 4 seconds. Swain. It's going to be a long shot, and had a shot, but it will not go in. And your score at the half, Williamstown 33, Ravenswood 21. Wood County schools, high school students are making their schedules for next year, and they may want to consider the programs offered by the Wood County Technical Center. CES Cable is a proud partner in education with the Wood County Technical Center, and we will show you some videos now if you have some students that are interested, some videos showcasing all of the courses offered. We'll go to that right now.
This is the Automotive Technology program at the Wood County Technical Center. It's a one-year program and it has an embedded math credit. What we do here, we do brake changes, oil changes, transmission fluid changes, tire work, turning rotors, working on engines. This program can get you ready for a career in the automotive industry. It's a very good program and you'll have a good time and it'll set you up for success.
This is Mr. Kimball's construction class at the Wood County Technical Center. It's a one-year program with embedded math credit and you can get up to 10 certifications. Upon completion, this can lead to a job with the home builders or the laborers union. The stuff that you learn in here, if you do pick up and learn on it, you can use throughout your whole life. Even if you don't go into the construction field, if you need to work on your house, you can.
This is a collision repair program at the Wood County Tech Center. This is a one-year program at the Wood County Tech Center with an embedded math program. In this class we do structural and non-structural damage and repair, surface prep and refinishing, plastic repair and welding. We can get OSHA and ASC certifications. We do a lot of hands-on work. It's 10% book work, but 90% is hands-on. It can get you ready for a career in the auto body industry.
The cosmetology program at the Wood County Tech Center is a 2 years hands-on salon experience where you can become a certified hairdresser. I've learned how to braid hair, how to curl it different ways. I've learned how to cut hair, how to give bangs, and how to do different types of haircuts. I would recommend this program to anybody who would like to become a hairstyle or just is interested in it, because even if you don't decide to do it, you just have the experience and you can say you did it.
The CWST program is a great opportunity to work in schools and all kinds of jobs around Wood County. It looks great on scholarship, college, and job applications for in the future.
I applied to CWST because I wanted to get out of my comfort zone and learn to communicate with the public better, and I definitely have achieved that.
I applied as a junior and I work here 15 hours a week, and this job is a great opportunity to learn to work with the public and get paid while I'm here at school.
Computer-aided drafting design, where we work with 3D objects and we can actually make them.
It is a one-year program with a dual college credit and embedded high school math credit. I've been looking into an architecture program in different colleges. Being in this drafting class is giving me a big head start.
Here at the Caperton Center, in the electrical class, we learn about all kinds of systems, including industrial, residential, commercial, and even renewable energy.
The electric tech class is a 2-year program, and we earn 11 college credits, and several credentials through the Electric Training Alliance.
I recommend this class because there's many job opportunities after high school, such as working with different contractors and going into the electrical union. It also sets you up for an engineering degree in college. This class also is great work after high school and great salary.
I would describe it as a hands-on class where we learn important skills that help with firefighting, hazmat, with our EMT.
Even if it's not something they plan to use like as a career, it's still a great class.
Medical Skills is a 2-year program at the Wood County Technical Center. It includes 2 clinical rotations where we can become certified nursing assistants and trained in emergency preparedness through Community Emergency Response Team. Certifications we gain from the class are Stop the Bleed, First Aid, and CPR. The important aspects of the class are medical terminology, leadership, infection control, and proper use of personal protective equipment. It's a great course for an entry-level job into healthcare.
So we've worked on a few different catapult iterations, a trebuchet, we have a hovercraft we're working on right now.
My experience in the class has been pretty great. We've done a lot of versatile stuff, everything from the design part of projects to the actual implications and building what we've created.
I'd say it's a pretty good head start. It prepares you for generally multiple fields of engineering, whatever you could really want to go into.
We are the ProStart program in the Wood County Technical Center. In this class, we learn how to run a business in the culinary field. We also get certifications such as OSHA and our food handler's card.
We do things on the culinary and the business side. On the culinary side, we have done catering for the public. We have learned knife skills and different cooking techniques. And then on the business side, we do marketing projects and food truck projects where we create our own business plan. And we also do food costing for those projects. This program is fantastic for anyone looking to go into the culinary field.
This is the Agricultural Sciences program at the Wood County Technical Center. Today we are trying to put together a new irrigation system for our greenhouse. We have the meat lab and we process and butcher our own hogs, which are raised at our houses. They could get into farming, you could get in the veterinary program, you could get into welding, meat processing, just about anything.
This is the Computer Science program offered by the Wood County Technical and Caperton Center. Our class at the Caperton Center is a 1-year program that prepares us for cybersecurity, coding, app design and creation, and more. We are learning multiple programming languages such as Java, JavaScript, Python, Vex Code Blocks, and Blockly on MIT App Inventor.
We cover information security and threat investigation topics. With the AP exam and dual credits offered, we can earn college credits. This program is compiling the future one line at a time.
Are you ready to make a difference in your community? Join us in our criminal justice class, where the journey towards justice begins. Explore the world of law enforcement, court system, and correctional facilities. Our dedicated instructor will bring real-world experience, providing you with the knowledge and skills needed to tackle today's events. Learn the ins and outs of criminal law investigative techniques and the ethical dilemmas faced by our justice professionals. Collaborate with peers, network with local leaders, and maybe find your call to the justice community.
The Allied Health program at the Wood County Technical Center is a 1-year program that trains you to be a medical assistant. At the end of the year, you will have the opportunity to sit for the certification to become a certified medical assistant through the NHA. You will also become BLS certified. This program is a great opportunity that will allow you to obtain entry-level positions in the healthcare field.
This is the sports medicine program at the Caperton Center. It's a 2-year program where we can get certified in first aid and CPR training to eventually work our way up to become a physical therapy aide.
It is a very hands-on class where we learn about things like injury prevention, rehabilitation, and exercise physiology. This class prepares us for various occupations such as athletic training, physical therapy, speech therapy, nursing, and any job in the medical field.
You'll learn what you'll do on a job site. You'll learn all the different things that go into like the job site, like all the things you'll need to know, like stick, MIG, TIG, flux core.
You'll get certifications, you can get internships. The welding program at Wood County Technical Center is getting me ready for a career.
Welcome back to Williamstown High School. Williamstown leads Ravenswood 33-21. Thank you for watching high school basketball on CS45. Mike Cameron, Marty Beerheller bringing you tonight's action. And Marty, this was a closely contested game there for the first few minutes or so. Really, actually, almost to the end of the first quarter. This lead kind of came out of nowhere, and it just starts with that high-intensity pressure defense turning into points.
Exactly. Wear on you, wear on you, wear on you, you'll crack. That's the philosophy, and they just keep coming at you. Ravenswood has hung tough despite, again, being shorthanded tonight, and I give them credit for that. You look at the scoreboard and you say, well, they're down 12. That's true. But in terms of the projected score, this is the kind of score that Ravenswood wants. You know, again, a game in the 60s versus the 80s.
Williamstown will start off with the basketball, and they'll start off with a shot from the elbow from Lincoln Joy. Out of bounds, off of Joy's hands as he tried to jump over the top of Swain to collect that basketball. But yeah, we talked about it during the halftime as you were watching those great videos. I mean, Williamstown, these guys, it doesn't matter seemingly who's on the floor. It doesn't matter who's bringing the action. They all know what they're doing. There's not anything that they've not seen before because they've been playing since freshmen. This is just a complete basketball team that doesn't let up anywhere.
That was a nice turnaround jump shot effort.
Was that Swain?
By Swain, right. Just couldn't quite get it to fall. He's a good ball player.
Hill will inbound next to the Williamstown bench over the other side of the line to Isley. Isley gets the screen. Only needed a little bit of it. Nice backdoor cut there by Hill, and he gets the 2 points.
Cruz Isley is in total control out there running the show, isn't he? That was an excellent look on the back cut.
There's not anything. He's seeing everything on the floor as well. Swain brings it back out, looks inside to Francis, back out. That's Layton. Layton now will get over to Swain. Swain athletically puts it on the floor, works for a shot, nowhere to go. That's Lucas for 3. Good patient basketball by the Red Devils.
Yes, it was. Terrific kick out by Swain. Nice shot by Lucas.
Hesitation there by Isley. Gets into the lane. Bad pass there. It seemed like they waited a long time to make that call. It could have called, I think it could have been called much earlier with the held ball. Possession arrow does belong to the Red Devils. Another little thing before we go too much further. How nice is it that they've got the little logo on their jerseys, Ravenswood, for Jerry West?
Fantastic.
I love that. It's just that little touch of class right there. I think every school in West Virginia should have adopted that in some way.
That would have been nice. You know, touchy. You said touch of class. You know, from a classy program and a classy coach. The logo. Jerry West.
Excellent job by Isley. He jumped up in the air, made the steal. Couldn't get his shot to fall, but he looked for somebody to throw it to. Hill works for a shot inside. It'll go out of bounds off of Francis's feet. Isley with the basketball, right side. Schramm uses the screen. Had just about as much separation as he needs. He chose to go a different route. Isley inside to Joy. My goodness.
And again, Cruz could have stopped and popped that from 15 feet. Instead, I see my teammate. Why don't you shoot it from 2 feet?
The numbers are much better. That would be no doubt. Schramm with another steal. Moving quickly on the other side. Finding Bryant. Shot is good. And the Jackets going to the line and one.
Fouls on number 5. Curtis is second. Team's first.
Timeout called on the floor. So again, let's look at the upcoming schedule for CAS. 2 more things happening this week. Tomorrow, 5:30 at PHS, there will be a wrestling extravaganza, if you will. There's going to be stuff going on all over the place. There's going to be boys wrestling. There's going to be a tournament or a mat that's going to be for girls wrestling. Middle school youth teams as well. All happening tomorrow. It all starts at 5:30. If you want to go check it out in person, that's cool. If you want to watch it on CES tomorrow night, it will be there as well, 5:30 p.m. Macho Bob's going to be kind of breaking everything down so we can maybe understand what's going on a little bit.
That sounds entertaining at the least.
He's going to have his tuxedo on. He's going to be the MC. Somebody's going to get suplexed.
Oh. I don't know a lot about that kind of wrestling, any kind of wrestling, but, that term I know.
Maybe we'll go out to lunch sometime, and I'll tell you all about it.
Fair enough. I remember being in middle school at Catholic, and there was whatever it was back then, the pro wrestlers, and Andre the Giant, guys wandering in. How about that? You didn't think I knew that name, did you?
Oh, Andre. Bless his heart.
I shook hands with him.
My goodness.
He could wrap his hand around my entire body.
I met Sergeant Slaughter. That was pretty cool.
How about that?
I met Hacksaw, too. Hacksaw Jim Duggan. All right, so let's get back to basketball. Swain with the basketball, puts it on the floor. He's bodies up with Joy, takes it all the way to the baseline, back out. Layton for 3, short on that attempt. Schramm will track down the deep rebound. 35-24. Again, moving quickly the other way. Hill got a little bit too far underneath, could not get that shot to fall. Ravenswood comes back the other way. Layton with the basketball. He'll set up in the half court. Right side to Swain.
I don't mean to keep harping on this point, but I really think the extra responsibility that Swain has tonight, having to play away from the basket to help the guards, is a major factor. It's tough to get him involved. Now there he's looking, but even at that, he's at the short corner. It takes him a couple of dribbles to get there.
Tries to feed that pass inside to Francis. It'll go out of bounds off of the Yellowjackets. Kaiser back in. Powell back in. Hill and Joy will sit for the Yellowjackets. And coming back in for the Red Devils will be Brooks Wolf. Again, focus on Swain with the inbound. But knocked away by Schramm. It's 1-on-2 at the moment. And they're going to get the foul on Swain. Schramm had no problem making his way to the basket. Fouls on the floor. That will cause an inbound. Isley will do it to the left of his own goal. Quick inbound to Powell. Spin. Dish it out to Kaiser. That's a 3 if it goes. It will not. Offensive rebound. Bryant put back and good. They're getting the offensive rebounds. They're making the steals at half court. They're doing everything right now. And that time, that's an unforced error, really. If you think about it, Francis got the inbound. It'll go off of his foot and out of bounds. You might have an argument that had something to do with the pressure, though.
Again.
Isley gets the inbound. Bryant, deep 3. If we had a bingo card right now, we'd have multiple boxes checked right now. Coach Price says we got to talk this over, and he's going to call a 60-second timeout. Let's go ahead and take that timeout with them, shall we? You're watching high school basketball presented by One Community Federal Credit Union on CES 45.
Savings accounts, checking accounts, loans, and certificates of deposit. Managing your money responsibly is a journey. Make One Community Federal Credit Union your destination for financial freedom. This is where you'll find generous savings rates, competitive interest rates, and the tech tools you need to track your progress along the way. One Community is managed by people who live and work in the Mid-Ohio Valley. One Community Federal Credit Union, Parkersburg, and now in Vienna.
The lead has increased in this third quarter. Williamstown with the lead over Ravenswood 44-24. Right now, Coach Price is just trying to figure out what can we do. I mean, right now he's just looking for the smallest victory that he can find on the floor right now because they're doing everything that they possibly can.
Right. For Williamstown, Jaden Bryant has done a great job this quarter. Already has 7 points, and Ravenswood only has 3 for the quarter so far, and we're already halfway into it.
And Ravenswood cannot take any more timeouts either. So immediate trap on Swain. And he mishandles the dribbles, got to pick it up. To Francis, that's Layton for 3, short. Rebound Cruz, he was up in the air looking for somewhere to throw while he was in midair. Kaiser in the corner, they leave him alone, so he'll put up the 3, in and out. Powell will slap the ball away, it'll go out of bounds, it will be Ravenswood basketball, 44-24. Immediate trap once again. Swain tries to get the pass up the sideline. Kaiser knocks it out of bounds. And these two teams met back in December. Williamstown won that game 50-36, so a bit of a closer game in retrospect. But again, the factor that you have said numerous times, Marty, they are so unmanned at the moment. 2 big players for them right now, not on the floor right now for the Ravenswood Red Devils, and that's making a huge difference.
You
tonight.
bet. I mean, that's tough for anybody to overcome, if not impossible.
Layton top of the arc, puts it on the floor, dribbles inside, loses the handle as it was slapped away again by Powell. Jared picks up the loose basketball, finding Kaiser on the break, and they are doubling up Ravenswood now, 48-24. Francis crosses midcourt over to Lucas. Lucas out to Layton. Back to Lucas, top of the arc. Looking inside to Swain, as that's a bit of a defensive mismatch against Powell. But Swain decides to kick it back out. 2:29 left in the third quarter. Again knocked away. That was tipped. Swain can collect it on the other side. Dribbles inside, picks it up. Mid-range jumper, in and out. Nothing is falling for the Red Devils. Quickly back the other way. Bryant gets the outlet pass. Schramm with the basketball. Gets the pass to Powell. Schramm gets it back, baseline, and a dunk.
That brought the Williamstown crowd, the bench, everybody associated with the program to their feet.
It almost just seemed like he got it right there at the block. He made his mind. No matter what the outcome was going to be, that's what he was going to attempt, and he powered over everyone for that massive dunk.
Right, it started with the skip pass over top, and it was a two-hander with authority. That was impressive.
And to complete it, he'll sink the and one.
But I promise you that now Williamstown backed out of the pressure.
And
I guarantee you, sorry, Mike.
No, I was just going to, and on top of it, they just substituted for Schramm. They got Nate Nicely on the floor now, Williamstown does, so they might start migrating some of the younger guys in. Mid-range jumper, no good. Kaiser with the rebound. Cruz immediately down the floor.
Cruz nicely for 2.
It's the Yellowjackets world. We're all just living in it right now.
Well, I can promise you this. You will not see a Mick Price coach team quit.
Oh, they have no choice.
Ain't gonna happen. No, they don't.
And they will have no problem. Just keep playing, keep swimming.
Proud program. Nice move.
Yeah, worked it inside very nicely. That was Lucas, and he'll get that to fall. Williamstown, though, back quickly. 30-second timeout. After we told you about the wrestling event that's going to be tomorrow, then we have another crosstown showdown for you. South will make their way for the second matchup against PHS boys basketball game. We'll have it right here on CAS 45. And then next week, final regular season game, we will have the Hatchet game. Ravenswood will be making a trip to Ripley in girls basketball. That should be a tremendous matchup. That'll be next Wednesday, February the 12th. Again, you'll see that right here on CS 45. So pretty exciting basketball to complete this season.
Indeed. You put Ravenswood and Ripley together at anything. That's an interesting night. I scouted a game there. I'm sure I've done that a few times with Ravenswood Ripley, but was scouting Ravenswood a few years ago, and well, I'll tell you what, it was a madhouse. Nice move.
There by Kaiser. Slash the lane, get the shot to fall. Under a minute, 55-26. Layton drops the basketball, gets it back though. Finds Wolf. Swinging out to Lucas. Lucas now will center it back up to Layton. Feed it inside, get it outside to Wolf. Little mid-range runner there for Owen Curtis, but that hit nothing except the floor.
And you look at Williamstown's defense there and you say, well, okay, they're playing a zone, but they anticipate so well. They don't wait for the pass to be made. They're anticipating the pass. So even at that, you say, oh, we may have a crack, we may have an opening, and it's just not there the way they cover the floor.
Out of bounds. Probably one of the few times we've had anything negative to say about a Williamstown possession.
2 seconds. And he's aware of it.
Let it roll. Pick it up.
Good if it goes.
Mid-court. Oh, no good.
Good effort.
We played 3 here at Williamstown High School. Yellowjackets lead big, 55-26. Take a break. We'll be back with more as you're watching high school basketball presented by One Community Federal Credit Union on CAS 45.
Savings accounts, checking accounts, loans, and certificates of deposit. Managing your money responsibly is a journey. Make One Community Federal Credit Union your destination for financial freedom. This is where you'll find generous savings rates, competitive interest rates, and the tech tools you need to track your progress along the way. One Community is managed by people who live and work in the Mid-Ohio Valley. One Community Federal Credit Union, Parkersburg, and now in Vienna.
When it comes to Valentine's Day, Crayon has you covered with amazing gifts for every sweetheart in your life, from child to adult. We also outfitted our store to outfit your home for the season with festive Valentine's Day decorations. And don't forget our new line of fashion apparel with super comfy, love-themed sweatshirts, sleepwear, and more. And the Crayon Confectionery has transformed for the loveliest time of the year with our delicious house-made fudge, ice cream, and fudge-dipped apples. So turn to Crayon Decor and Gifts this Valentine's Day. Welcome back to your Valentine's happy place.
Welcome back to Williamstown High School. Big lead for the Yellowjackets. Parker Schramm with the basketball, dribbles to the lane, and he will be fouled. Whatever we could say pretty much was done with about 2 minutes left in the first quarter as Williamstown just interjected. I mean, they controlled with that pressure defense, turning that every turnover into points. And I mean, it was a slow build for a little bit, and then out of nowhere, it was, blossoming out to this big lead now.
And such nice balance, Mike, from Williamstown scorers. You know, unofficially, I have 3 scorers in double digits, and you love that as a coach.
Unselfish basketball.
I have Schramm with 13, Bryant with 13, and Osley with 12.
Got it over to Curtis on the right sideline, but it was going out of bounds. He had the presence of mind to bounce it off of Bryant's leg and out of bounds. Now we're going to see a line shift. They had the seniors out there to start off, but Coach Sorrow says, all right, let's put these guys in now and give the rest of the guys a bit of a time. I'm not completely convinced they won't come back out for a bit.
That's a classy move by Coach Sorrow.
And for the first time, well, that's the second time in the game, Greg Carroll into the game for Ravenswood. Caden Walters with the basketball.
They do a nice job in what appears to be a 3-2, bit of a matchup out of it. And they put so much pressure on the top and the wings that it's tough to get any kind of entry pass.
And it's got to do Coach Sorrow's heart very good, though, that this is the second team and they're running it pretty much, I'm sure, the way he wants it run too. I mean, they're out there, they're executing just pretty much as well as the first team did. We might just be playing some organized keep away here for a bit. Coach Price says, you know what, if we don't let them score anymore, then we'll be happy with it. That is Caleb Hupp in the game wearing number 12. Inside pass that will be kicked by Cedric Davis. High school, they can do this if they want to. Coach, no shot clock here to worry about. Just throw a couple of passes.
True indeed.
Look inside to Hupp. Excuse me, that was Hupp knocked away.
In the game for Williamstown, 10, Dom Stricola.
Kaiser will sit, Powell will sit. Coming onto the floor for the Yellowjackets will be Dom Stracula wearing number 10 and number 14, Nate Fry. Swing it over to Hupp. Go cross court to Curtis. Shot blocked by Isaac Beal. Williamstown will bring it up. Almost knocked away. Davis will control. The official says that was knocked over by Williamstown without any tip there. So discussion that the Williamstown player is not going to win.
You don't talk the officials out of much,
I was going to say, oh, really? Okay. Ravenswood swinging around the arc. Wolf tried to sneak through the line there, but he'll get it over to Hupp. I think Coach Price is happy with time of possession for the remainder part of this quarter. Good job there by Hupp to kind of split the defenders. That's going to be Curtis. Great job by Nicely to try to save it. But he'll get it to the hands of a Ravenswood player. Wolf will track it down.
Now that was smart because even though they did not maintain control, it was a really nice job of throwing the ball at his own basket. You know, if you're coming to the sideline or wherever trying to save it towards your basket.
Good shot there, Coach Sorrow. Still coaching these guys with the big lead right now. That's going to be a three-pointer for Wolf. Bit short, tracked down by Hupp. Curtis with the basketball. He goes right side to Walters. Nowhere to go inside, back out to Curtis.
They just have to work for everything, Mike.
Wolf almost lost the handle of that dribble. But Ravenswood will maintain possession.
I mean, 0 easy possessions the entire night.
Curtis puts up the three. 55-29. Beal tries to get the pass inside to Stracula, knocked away by Carroll. It will be Williamstown batting up. Is it good?
I believe you were right, Mike.
I was just getting ready to say that should be Williamstown basketball.
Good call.
Dom Stracula, of course, is the son of one of the assistant coaches for Williamstown, Rob Stracula, longtime coach over at Parkersburg Catholic High School.
Good friend of mine. Also,
great guy.
Also, this will show Coach V's age. Not that anybody tuning in really cares. Nice pass.
Nice move inside. Good job by Beal to find Stracula, who we were just talking about. Go ahead and finish your story there, Coach.
Coach Stracula was in my very first 6th grade class.
Oh
okay, so how old am I? I've taught all of his kids. My goodness, Coach V's old.
Well, I remember when he was in high school too, so I'm there. 57-29. Curtis hands the ball over to Wolf, who sees the double team in the zone there. Back over to Hupp.
I can't praise Ravenswood enough, though. These guys play hard. They're trying to do it, trying to do what they can do, Mike.
Air ball there by Hupp. It'll go out of bounds. Again, it's like you're going into a fight and you literally have one arm tied behind your back.
And I mean, even at that, going after the offensive glass, and I saw Curtis get back on defense in anticipation of the outlet pass. Love to see it. Those little things matter. They matter when you sit down in a film session with Coach Price also.
Inside to Stracula, now to Beal with the pass. He'll pass on the one. He'll get it closer to the basket. He'll be fouled. That's going to be on Carroll, I believe. Nope. Boy, I was wrong again. That's Walters. Isaac Beal will go to the line. 2:44 remaining in this contest. Beal will miss the first free throw. Second one is good. Ravenswood back quickly the other way. Curtis in the corner. Feeds it inside to Carroll. Carroll got Beal up in the air. Forced up a shot, but he will be fouled.
Also 22, Isaac Bill, his first, team second. Shooting 2.
I can't remember the last time that Williamstown allowed the ball to go into the post. So nice job of Ravenswood looking there.
Carroll good on the first. Ravenswood still has a bunch of games left on their schedule. They will be traveling to Wahama this coming Thursday. And they'll be back in the pit next week as they'll go up against Petersburg and Parkersburg Catholic next week. So they'll have a chance to get the sting of this game away and get back to the winning ways.
And hopefully get healthy.
Yeah, definitely. They certainly missed Dawson here tonight, no doubt.
Coming down the stretch here, Mike, you know, when you turn that calendar to February.
Yeah, you're starting to talk Night of Champions. You're talking
that's right.
Postseason. They still
almost a 5-second count here. Very close.
And they're going to get
him.
it.
Nice job. There you go again with the film session. That's where Coach Price can say, here you go. 2:06 left. It's a 28-point game, and look at what you're doing for your team. That's great.
58-30. Williamstown will have a couple of road games next week. They'll go up against, Thursday they go up against Tyler of this week. Saturday they have Wirt County. That is a rescheduled game, I believe. Next time they'll be here at Williamstown will be on the 10th of February. They'll be going up against Wahama. And then just a couple games left. I don't know when, when they're going to make the selections for Night of Champions coming up pretty soon, I would say, right?
Absolutely, right.
They've got to be in the thick of it. If they're the #1 team in Class AA, good job there to get it inside off the glass this time. That's why they got that big old square up there, right?
Might as well use it. That's right.
Walters good for 2, 58-32.
Right, Williamstown definitely in the driver's seat to play for the LKC championship, which is such a big deal. I said on air the other night that it's been said by some, that conference championships fade. It's, state championships last forever. To that I say garbage. Every championship is special, especially in this conference. You tell me an LKC coach that doesn't desperately want to win the conference, there isn't one. It is very special to have the opportunity to play for it and to hopefully win it.
How many times did you win it in a row?
5.
There you go. And every one of them were special.
You're darn right.
And they do it up so nicely over there, over at the Waco Center there.
What a treat to play there.
Yes, nice facility over on Glenville State. 3-pointer there, and we're under a minute now, 61-52, closing seconds. Both teams still giving it all they got on the floor. Both teams also, I was just told that both these teams will be playing in the Parmar Shootout coming up very soon over on the campus of West Virginia State University.
Nice ball movement.
Good finish there by Wolf, too. Gets the 3 to fall.
Here you go. Extra pass, right? Give up the good shot for the great shot.
They'll dribble it out. 5 seconds left. Final score here at Williamstown High School. The Yellowjackets defeat the Ravenswood Red Devils 61-35. Final thoughts, Coach Vierheller.
Well, it's going to take a heck of an effort to beat Williamstown. Looking forward to tournament time. Now I realize that there are other teams out there, including Central Catholic out of Wheeling. That must have been some sort of ball game the other night. But as coaches, you don't look ahead. You just keep focused, and keep your players focused. One practice at a time, one moment at a time. Just keep getting better. You try to convince your players we're not good enough yet. We're not good enough. And again, I hope Ravenswood gets healthy. And I know that Coach Price and his staff will do a great job preparing them for their next contest.
Folks, we appreciate your time tonight. Remember, tomorrow night, the wrestling extravaganza over at PHS starting at 5:30. There's going to be the high school teams for PHS will be there, men's, women's. They'll also have some youth wrestling going on at the same time. Macho Bob will be there to kind of be your master of ceremonies, if you will. Keep y'all in touch with that one, and then we'll have another basketball game coming up on Thursday as well. Crosstown Showdown. PHS will be at home to take on South. Another fine performance tonight, Coach Vierheller. I appreciate you being here with me.
Oh, I appreciate the opportunity. Thanks for the invitation, and it's nice to be on the CAS coverage of such good basketball, and appreciate it, my friend.
And fine job by all of our camera folks as well, and the folks over in the trailer and everything. Another big game there for Williamstown tonight. Appreciate you watching the game tonight. And again, tomorrow night, wrestling right here on CS 45. Have a great rest of your evening.